Hello, Water Tribe. Welcome to your weekly oracle messages. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of September, I'm offering a special called the Sear, which is a reading that brings together both oracle and tarot cards. And it provides kind of a tarot checkup in different areas and facets of life. And I'll also still be doing, at least until the end of the month and beginning of October, the opportunity for you to receive a channeled message from my spirit guides, and this is a service that is available through a $7 donation, and it's a service that is delivered in written form by email or Facebook Messenger or Instagram as well. So if you would like to know more details about those offers or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, water signs. As a common energy, you have the card letting go. And I do feel like some of you during this time, you are asked to let go of something that the majority of you are aware of what this is, what you need to let go, that it's conditioning your growth, that it's conditioning you from really embodying and living and experiencing the things you want, the things that could take you to a better state of happiness and joy. I feel like some of you are facing something associated with a vibration of guilt. Some of you might be feeling guilty or regretful of something, or reminiscing too much about what you have done wrong, what went wrong in the past, and you're so dragged into that past energy that maybe that might be preventing you from seeing the present as it fully is presenting itself. What I want to say about that is that I feel like some of you have good things in front of you, and either you're not seeing them, you're not acknowledging them, or you're not giving to them the real worth they have or the value they could have into your life. So I feel like some of you this week, you water signs, this week can be like a need to clear your vision, right? You need to wash off the dust of what's clouding you and your judgment and your sight of what's, again, currently in front of you and ahead for you to explore and do. I feel like also some of you, this might be a week where the past carries a heavy influence, as I said, but it's like enough is enough of something. And I feel like some of you are being brought to that awareness, or being called to have attention to that by someone else or an external source. In order to really wake up, there's this waking up factor upon something you have been denying yourself, right? Or like, I feel like some of you have not been allowing the waking up to happen because you're afraid to face the reality of what that could translate into, right? The knowledge that you need to detach or let go from something, a dream, a relationship, a pattern, an addiction. What are you going to be left with without that attachment? Even if it's something that's not making you happy, and apparently for all of you it's not, it's still a known reality. So from the known reality into the unknown, you're stepping into, right, unfamiliar territory. And I feel like this is what some of you are being called to wake up to, is that life is passing by and some of you are too wired into a past, it's like a past programming that does not suit what you have, in store for your life right now. And for Scorpio, you have the flowering card, which is a great card to have. And I feel like for some of you Scorpios, this is all about the development of your skills and your values. I feel like some of you, there's this heavy influence this transformation and rebirth happening again in the sector dealing with your values and your self-worth, which translate in the way you feel empowered or disempowered when dealing with things like your work, your career, your skills, your creative abilities, and as well your finances. How are all of those earthly, let's say, how those earthly activities, how are you feeling empowered or disempowered in them currently? I feel like there's a strong focus in career, in money, but also in the embodiment, right, of your skills, the embodiment of what you are good at doing. There's a lot of rebirth indeed happening in terms of gifts. I feel like some of you are gifted, but you have been unconscious of some of your gifts, some of your skills and what you could do to benefit, right, and to add again more abundance into your life with those same assets. Some of you are awakening to the fact that you might be wanting to flower, to open, to bloom in a new environment. Some of you want to change your career fields, or you want to change the material setting of your life, right? The foundations of your material life, I feel like for some of you has not been making you happy, or has not been making you feel again empowered, and you want to recover that. You want to build, right, that secure foundation, but based in something you are truly happy about, or you truly connected with. And some of you are about to discover, I feel, your soul purpose associated with your main activity, your career. And the thing is, for some of you, this could happen after the loss of something that you're currently attached to in terms of your work or finances or your earthly life. So it could be that in order for you to find a better state of abundance and happiness associated with work, you need to leave something that is not what you're meant to be doing. But until you find out what you're meant to be doing, and until you have that working out, you are facing fear. You are facing the fear of, again, having your security, your material needs not met, or your security needs just not being like this disruption of your material needs. And so I feel like some of you are asked to let go of fear, in particular Scorpio. Let go of the fear of not finding the things you need to survive, because those things you need to survive, you already have them inside of you. You're manifesting from this place of understanding of your value. So if you don't feel like you have value, or that this is a chance, if you don't recognize the value of this opportunity, which is that by something changing or leaving your life, you could open up, right, and grow in a different spot that could be just, perfect, like a dream come true, in order to achieve the things you have envisioned that materially you would like to have in your life. So there's a lot of thoughts here concerning what you want, what you deserve, what you're capable of, and what you're really about. And for Scorpios that have been, doing things, dedicating themselves into activities where they're not fully there, from a heart space, from a mind space, from a soul place, it could be that, yes, the period of change has come, and this is for you to open, right? For you to open something, to reveal something that lies dormant within you, that has to deal again with your skills. For Pisces, you have repression. And I'm feeling like for some of you Pisces, you have a lot of bottled up things about the past that you're not, or you haven't released, and it's time to do so. Like, I feel like some of you are really like curled up into the expectations of the past, or a past connection with someone, a loved one, a relationship didn't work out, a dream you had that didn't happen. You're like curled up into this dream of yours, and in a way, some of you in a way are crying over spilled milk during this period of time. Like, I feel like instead of working right to manifest new dreams or alternative ways to find, what you couldn't initially find in your past, you're just giving up. I feel like some of you are giving up in dreams, even though what some of you most want is to make dreams come true. So there's this interesting quality for some of you here between believing in yourself and in your dreams, or not believing that dreams come true, that the universe supports you, that you are being listened to, but what it is that you're communicating to the universe, what it is that you're communicating for others. I feel like some of you could even be that you're not communicating at all. Again, you're fenced into or entrapped in a reality where it's like you're hitting your head against the wall, right? You're putting your head against the wall again and again, and you need to stop and take a step back and understand why you're doing that. Is it because you believe that's really the way to get you there? Is it because you feel like you need to punish yourself? Is it because you feel guilty? Again, I do feel like for you Pisces, you could be feeling guilty of something. What is the reason that pushes you again into that place of punishment? I feel like some of you are punishing yourselves unnecessarily for something that in one way or another is still going to happen. This is the beautiful card, like the magician effect. You are able to manifest dreams, you are heard, but you're not communicating. This is what you need to return, right? To do. You need to return to a state of communication with the universe, where you truly believe that you're being listened, that you're being heard, right? I feel like you have lost faith of your spiritual voice or your voice in general, right? For others, it's like feeling somehow incapacitated or insecure in engaging in communication that has an emotional, right, vulnerable, sentimental tone about it. It's like opening up your heart to others might be hard during this period of time, and at the same time, it's something you need to be free from all that repression. So I feel like some of you are as well just exhausted and tired of how things have been, and so you're asked here to it's like take your focus elsewhere. Instead of putting your focus and your concern and your worry with the things that are not working, not evolving, not happening, put the focus into something new, something that different, that you would like it to happen, that you would like to do, that you would like to explore. I also feel like your imagination is a part, right, of the medicine here. It's like some of you are shrinking your possibilities when in reality you know and you feel like there's so many possibilities out there. And I feel like some of you need to return to that state of like amazing contemplation, right, of the stars and gazing at them and understanding that there's so many things that live out there that we don't comprehend, but they make us dream, right? They make us imagine and feel and want things. So some of you are kind of need to return to your emotional states in a less inhibited form, in a form where you are doing things and feeling things freely without just, it's like putting so much censorship over the way you relate with the world. For Cancer, you have the Thunderbolt card. So there might be some sort of shakeup for some of you during this period of time, dealing with the past as well. I feel, or an attachment with something of the past that it's like some of you Cancers are attached to a way of being in life that does not allow happiness and success in the things you most want to find happiness and success to happen. And some of you might receive this like harsh truth, right? Either through your own realization of something or through an outer energy interfering and telling you something or showing you something, how the reality of something is. You're going to realize that maybe you have been expecting or engaging in, let's say, a behavior, right, that does not change the story. So some of you want to change your story, but the script is not being edited. So you need to edit your script. You need to edit what you want your character, you as a character, to be, right? So if you are aware that you want change, but you don't want to change, right? The things about you, it can be really hard for you to have in your life, right, the wanted things you long for. So what I'm feeling is like some of you might be shaken up. There's like this shake up of your foundations, of your core, because of what this might be asking you, or what this might also be making you feel like guilty again, or responsible for something you didn't see yourself as responsible for. And I feel like some of you need to get over that, right? That sense of, oh, why did I do that? Why didn't I do that? Why I did this way, or why I did that way. Like those thoughts, reminiscing too much about your imperfections or about the imperfection of a situation, is also not going to serve you here. What you need is to let go of judgment and allow the change to take place, and allow the story to change, and then take the pen and write the story as you want. But if you keep denying that in a way you are contributing for the things you don't want to happen in your life, I feel like this thunderbolt is happening as a way for you to awaken to the truth of who you are. Some of you don't know yourselves, or an aspect of yourself, and you're about to discover what that is. And some of you might not like the aspect of yourselves that you're being shown, because it might put at risk, or it might make you question the integrity of who you have been all this time. But the thing is, you are a whole Cancer. You're not just one thing or the other. You are a whole. And some of you are also asked to embody here the state of unity, the state of understanding, that instead of being fragmented in different things, is to bring yourself together as a whole, right? Where you're able to work within harmony again, and within truth, according to different situations when they happen, and not by absence. It's like I feel like some of you have been absent from your life while living it, and you might realize this. And I just feel like some of you are not going to have a hard time like digesting some information, some awareness, some truth that touches you very personally. So I hope you have a great week, water signs. I want to thank all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.